Oh
And we're
shit.
live.
Yeah, and we're live, man. Welcome. We're live, man. Back in
We
the
are.
studio. What's going on, man?
Not much, just fucking chilling. How about you?
Just chilling, man. I decided to go with a summer ale tonight, man. What do you think of that?
That sounds. Is that what you had the other night?
No, the other night I had a lager, but I had the real Budweiser, man.
The real Budweiser.
The real Budweiser. Budweiser from České Budějovice is the real Budweiser, man. The real Bud.
Well, I believe that. I got Heineken over here.
Nice,
I
man.
had
That's what
Grolsch yesterday though.
dude, well, that's pretty smooth. Well, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Take a little drink real quick.
dude. Yeah. Ah, yeah, that's some good stuff, man. Ah,
Right?
dude, well, you know why Budweiser I think right now Budweiser in the US it had to change to America, right?
I don't know. Oh, I don't think they have. Was that Miller? Remember in Irwindale where they used to brew the stuff off the side of the freeway?
Yeah, do they still do that?
They do. It's just
Yeah,
changed. It's shit. I was just out there like last week. It's not Miller and all that anymore. It's something else. I
really.
forgot. Yeah, it changed.
Dude, Miller was actually kind of legit and it was kind of cool. Have you ever been coming back from LA or Pasadena on the 210 in that section and it was like jammed packed and there was like a overhang bridge and if you were right at the right time and you had the windows rolled down, you could smell like the hops and the barley.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, that was good times, bro. That made traffic a little better.
I didn't know that's what the smell was though.
No, yeah,
No, not that. Well, I didn't like beer like I do now. So it was
yeah,
like that shit was gross to me to be honest back then.
sure, yeah, yeah. A lot
But
of
it's
people
probably
say,
not.
yeah. Go ahead.
No, no. I was just gonna say it's probably not the same though. It's probably not as clean as the hops and barley that you guys got over there. That's all.
Probably not, but I think they have pretty clean water. I think they have to.
Yeah,
I
filtered it
wonder
or what?
they must have filtered it. I wonder where they got their hops from and barley from. I don't know where would they? I don't even know.
How do you guys get it?
Hmm. We have a region. Well, they can grow beer all over, but there's a special region in the north, kind of west part of the country where they have it's special for growing hops. There's like they have this special red dirt, and it's not clay, it's dirt. It's almost clay, like red clay, but it's like this special red dirt mixed with the soil. It's scientific, but I don't want to get into it. But yeah, that's where they grow the hops.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They're called Jatets hops. That's where they usually get the hops. And most of the Czech beers use these hops for it. Yeah.
That's why guys shit so bomb though, probably.
That and the special water. The water is really clean.
Yeah, you gotta have clean water for sure.
For sure. I think that's what some people tend to forget that in order to make beer and wine, you need like a whole ton of water. You need a lot, man.
Oh really?
Yeah, you need a lot of beer. Beer. A lot of water for beer, for sure.
And they all want us to have restrictions to stop making beer. I'm just kidding. I'm just making a
Dude,
joke.
can you imagine, man, if they stopped that?
No,
Czech
that'll never
economy would
happen.
Czech economy would tank, man.
Right? You have to brew your own at your pad.
Oh man, could you imagine, dude? Actually, knowing Czech people now, dude, there would be so many like uh
Small
mini
breweries.
microbreweries.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck it, I can't buy it anymore. I'm just gonna make it out of my house, dude, and I'll just sell it at the market.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool. And
Hey,
everybody would have their own name.
you never would be open to taking those mushrooms that I get?
What, those psilocybin mushrooms or whatever?
Yeah, it's beneficial for sure.
Well, for sure, but I don't know. Can I eat it with steak, like steak and mushrooms or something like that?
Yeah, it's just I get chocolate. I should send you one, dude. I get chocolate
Yeah.
bars.
With mushrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, how does that work out for you?
I don't take them all the time, but
Yeah.
they definitely are beneficial. And then like I gave one to my pops. If you look up how do you say it?
Psychosibilin or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say it either. But if you
Yeah,
look
me
at the
neither. Yeah.
benefits,
Yeah.
it benefits people with neuropathy because it triggers something in the brain. So
Yeah.
it might stimulate. And I gave him one. He's gonna take not the whole bar, but like
Yeah.
a square a day, and see if it has a
Yeah.
benefit.
Wait, so it's like crushed mushrooms inside of it.
It's a chocolate bar, and they're in the chocolate.
Yeah, it's mixed in the chocolate,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, in the bar. Yeah. I would eat something like that. Why not?
Oh shit. Maybe I need to send you one then.
Well, is it dark chocolate?
There's different flavors. It's chocolate. They got milk
Yeah.
chocolate. I got birthday cake, Pop Rocks, matcha. There's like a cookies and cream,
Yeah.
uh, wedding cake,
Yeah.
and then I think that's it. Strawberry too.
But like what is the for example, what is the wedding cake? That's chocolate too? Like white chocolate or
Yeah, no, it's all chocolate.
yeah.
It's just like sprinklers or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like different stuff on like different toppings and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's all
Yeah.
milk chocolate though. That's it. But they're all milk
Yeah.
chocolate based.
How much cocoa is in it?
I don't know. It's like Ecuadorian cocoa, so it's or cacao. It's not
Cacao. Yeah.
cocoa.
Yeah,
It's
cacao. Yeah.
it's the real shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I like these because you know how I am with like the health stuff. So it's like this shit just
Yeah, I
has like
know.
maple syrup, cacao,
Yeah.
vanilla bean, and like I think the maple syrup is for the sugar and it has like coconut something. Dude, they're legit, man. I'm telling you.
How much cacao is in it? Like
It's ahead of the game. I don't
yeah.
know. I'd have to take it out and look at it.
Oh no, you don't have to do that, but yeah. Like 75%, 80%,
Um,
something like that.
it's got to be like in the 70s because it's one of the
Yeah,
main ingredients.
sure. Have you ever had 100% cacao chocolate?
I have that, but it's
You have
powder.
that in powder.
Yeah,
How does it taste to you? Like when you
it's
drink it? Do you mix
bomb.
it with it?
Yeah,
Like
I
is it
mix.
is it? Yeah.
No, go ahead.
How do you
Sorry.
how do you mix it?
I would mix it with all my herbs, or sometimes I made cacao like brownies or something, and they come out bomb. It's just different, dude. It's not all
Yeah.
sweet and sugary like the normal sugar that most people are used to because it's actual real chocolate, not stuff that's processed full of additives and filters and all that.
Exactly. I know. I had a piece of 100% cacao. Now the taste, I didn't like the taste as far as the taste because it was bitter because it was the real shit. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
But that doesn't mean that I didn't like it. I liked it, but the taste is I'm not used to it. It was super super bitter for me, and I was like, well, but it was good. It was from Peru. This chocolate was from Peru.
Probably bomb then.
Yeah, it was bomb, and it's 100%. It was no the only sugar that was added to it was the sugar that's natural in the beans, whatever that is.
You got to get heirloom. That's the best. Heirloom cacao.
Heirloom cacao. Let's see.
That means it's been around for a long time, or they get it from the trees that have been around for like hundreds, like 100 years or so.
Heirloom cacao.
Yeah, look up what it says.
Okay,
That's what has all the minerals and benefits of it, not
let's
the other chocolate.
let's look it up.
No problem.
Let's look it up. Let's look it up. Let's look it up.
The other guy was saying too, there's a lot of mold in regular chocolate.
That I can believe. Let's see. Let's share the screen. Let's look it up. Heirloom, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
interesting. So let's see. Share the screen, yeah. Well, just for the listeners, you know what I mean.
no problem.
Yeah, heirloom share. Yeah. So let's see. Heirloom cacao. Okay, so let's look it up. let's look at the definition, or the definition, what it is. Uh, oh, what is heirloom cacao? Heirloom cacao beans are the diamonds of the cacao tree, producing the finest flavors. They are endowed with a combination of historic, cultural, botanical, geographical, and flavor value that is the foundation of the best tasting chocolate.
Yep.
Not very nice.
You
Uh,
never heard of that before?
not this brand, heirloom cacao.
It's not a brand. It's just the trees are old, so they're heirloom, so they have the most beneficial
I see. No, I
properties.
haven't. I
I
haven't
guess.
heard of that before.
You want to get heirloom everything if you can.
I wonder if they have that here. I'm sure.
Probably.
Yeah, I just haven't noticed it. You know what I mean? I haven't found it here, maybe, or I haven't been looking either. So, to be
Well,
honest,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't know what it was until I told you. You know what I mean?
right? Exactly. Thanks for letting us. Thanks for letting me know about this stuff, man.
Yeah, no, it's not like that. I just meant like I
Uh,
didn't either until I started doing the research and trying to find out. It's like, dude, I like chocolate, so it's like if I can't, you're telling me I can't eat chocolate in general. Like, no way. There's got to be some kind of substitution or something that's beneficial that's out there, and that's what it is.
I wonder. You know what I'm gonna do? Heirloom cacao Prague. That's the easiest. I'm sure you can get it delivered. Yeah, there we go. Cacao Prague. Boom.
You talk about bomb shit.
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty good, man. I think it's a special chocolate shop.
Oh, real? Where you're at?
Yeah. No, well, no, in Prague.
That's not that far though.
No, it's not that far. But yeah, man. I mean, I wonder if the taste. It shouldn't. If the taste is like imported, I don't think so.
No,
I don't think it should change the taste.
dude, it won't, man. I'm telling you, you'll have the best chocolate you've ever had, and you won't get sick. You could eat it before bed, and you don't get all the sugary high or whatever because it's natural, dude. That's what people don't understand. It's like, oh, I can't eat fruit before I go to bed. It's like, yeah, you can. Just don't eat fucking that garbage fruit that's not real, like that GMO stuff. It's like you can eat fruit all day long. It's not the same type of sugar as eating candy that's processed. It's not.
Right. Exactly. Well, because there's I you're bigger in health than I am, but I know it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know that if you're eating like processed sweets, and if you're having, let's say, for example, a banana, right, like an organic banana, they both contain sugar. But I know that the candies have like or the sweets have like a no. If maybe I get it mixed up, yeah, it's like simple sugar, and then there's like uh
Complex and all that shit.
yeah, complex sugar. Yeah. And I think the complex sugars are in bananas and simple sugars are in the sweets. And the sweets that give you the simple sugar give you these like rushes in energy, but they're so bad for your health. Where the complex sugars, they actually help your body process the sugar properly. And then if you eat it, you can go to sleep. You won't get hyper and shit, if I'm correct.
Well, check this out. It's like
Yeah.
I would see all my cousins and other people. They give their kids sugar, and their
Yeah.
kids are bouncing off the wall. It's
You
like,
sure?
why do you give them that sugar for them to do that? Like that's a reaction for what you're giving them, and then they act like that. It's like give them something natural, and they're not going to act like that, and they don't understand that though. It's like you can't give your kid candy just because he's acting a fool, and then all of a sudden you want him to settle down when he has all that sugar in his system. It's not going to work.
Right, exactly. It's like a double-edged sword, right? It's like you want the kid to calm down, so you give a kid a candy, but then he gets even more hyper, and then you get mad even more because he won't calm down.
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's a lot of people do that. A lot of people make that mistake. You know what I mean? It's like it's like you don't want the kid to play video games, but yet you provide a tablet to play video games on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Uh, I understand that concept. Yeah, man. I mean, this is interesting stuff. I mean, I know a little bit about the health stuff and things like that. From playing soccer and all that, and playing sports, but I never really got into deep, like not deep, but more. about it, because I think you studied it, right? You studied about it for health.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I did in school, but then I took it outside of, like, I have my AA in kinesiology, but that's nothing, dude. That's what I'm saying. All that shit that they teach you in school, it's a lie. They don't teach
Yeah.
you what to really get that's going to really benefit you. It's like you got to do your own research. I went down a big rabbit hole,
Yeah.
found out about Dr. Sebi. I've
Yeah.
tried it on myself, like just all that shit, and then it makes sense. You come to find out what the true foods are, not the foods that they're selling you.
And I
That makes
think
sense.
that makes sense. And I think also when you're going into school, in school, they teach you what I came to find out when I was in school too is that they teach you only what is required by the curriculum, nothing outside of it.
Right. You're a
So
weirdo if you are thinking outside the box.
yes, exactly. You're kind of like the black sheep of your university if you think outside of the curriculum.
Right.
And what I don't like about it is that people treat you like you are uneducated or not smart if you go outside of that. You know what I'm saying? If you kind of understand what I'm trying to say.
No, I do. But the funny thing is, they're not curing anybody and they want to tell you what to do and how to take care of people, but they're not curing them. So, how the fuck does that make any sense? I got to listen to you, but you don't even know what you're talking about because you're not curing anybody. You're just giving them what's the word?
Well, I would say like
To get
textbook.
by, dude.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Like the textbook example of how to get by. Yeah.
Exactly. And it's the same shit over and over. And I'm paying to go to school for that. I learned everything I learned. Probably Germany, I think, was the start of it. I started watching documentaries, doing my research. I'll ask questions, I'll fucking, and then all of a sudden, like just one day, it just hit me, and it was like, oh my god, it makes sense, dude. It's all about the minerals. It's not about vitamins and protein and all that. It's about minerals. It's like that's what your body's built off of. And you got to get it from the foods that offer you those minerals. You can't be going and eating something that doesn't benefit you or give you that. That's why you feel like that, or that's why you look like that. And that's what it is. And it's like a lot of people don't understand that.
Right. And I think the culture is different, meaning what I think that is especially in Europe, I could be wrong, but more in Europe is they want to take the preventative side of health. So meaning, you live your life in a way, or as best you can, of course, to structure your life in a way that you prevent yourself from having these problems, right? So that's why they have big focus on being outside, cycling, exercise, eating healthy or healthier, right? And on the other side, in the US, we have the opposite, meaning it could like we don't take preventative, but we take care of the care. So like we don't prevent ourselves from having a heart attack, but when we have a heart attack, we go to the best doctors to cure the heart attack. You know what I mean? Like we have a reaction. We're very reactive in health in the US, I think. Could be wrong, but that's how I always assumed or always thought about the US in that way. Our culture is different.
They don't try to fix the problem, though, ever.
Right. Or when they have a problem, you try to fix it, but at that point it's too late. I mean, having a heart attack is a culmination of so many small problems to make a big problem, and then it's too late. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a heart attack.
Okay, just think about this though, and realistically, what are they doing for you when you go there? They're giving you a bunch of drugs, and they're going to comatose you, and then supposedly try to take care of you. But look, I'm just going to tell you, look what happens to most people when you go through that. You either end up in the hospital for 10 times longer, or you're stuck there, or you end up dying there because they put you through all this shit supposedly that's supposed to help you, which actually makes you worse and then causes more problems in the future, dude. I see it happen throughout my life with my grandpa and my grandma and shit. And it's like, oh yeah, they're going in to help. Nah, dude, they don't. They're not helping anybody. So I don't understand that shit.
That's almost like that happens a lot when people have strokes. People will have a stroke, and then they take care of people who have a stroke, and then they have to, and then people would have to stay in the hospital for what I guess post-op care or whatever, and then they never come out the same. People that they come out, I know stroke is different with the brain, but still they come out even worse after if they survive that and going through their the care. It's
Well, that's what I was gonna say though. Even if they do come out of that though, because most of the time they end up more fucked up when they leave there. Straight up.
Yeah. I want thinking about it like that. I wonder about people who go to therapy. Do you think that people are? Now this could be controversial. I get it, but do you think therapy? I think therapy can work for some people. But I also think that sometimes that people could come out worse if they go through therapy as well. I don't think it works for everybody. I'm not sure though.
I agree with that because, well, my best friend at the time, his mom passed away, and he would go to therapy or whatever, and he changed, dude, over time or whatever, and he has like different perspective and thoughts and what, totally fine.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I don't need to go talk to somebody else. I got friends. That's what friends are for, bro. I don't need to go talk to somebody else that I don't know that's random, that's going to supposedly tell me what they think I should do when they might not have ever been in that predicament or in some type of situation like that, yet they want to give you their perspective and what they think you should do. And you don't even know this person and they don't even care about you like that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
That's a good point. And also you're paying them. So
I know that's what I mean. Like for what?
Yeah.
Just talk to somebody for free and you realistically, it comes from deep down inside of you trying to figure it out that you have to change it and you got to do something about it, not talking to somebody else to try to tell you and coach you what you need to do. It's like, dude, if you really take the time and have like time to yourself and really take time from people, you'll figure it out, dude. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah, I understand you. I guess the part where therapy can work is that the thing that is possible for people that go to therapy, I think might be is like, let's say you have a big problem and you have lots of problems and you want to talk to friends and things like that, but maybe on the off chance that maybe that your friends don't make enough time for you. So what they do is what the people who go through therapy, this might help them, is that it's a structure, meaning like they have therapy every Thursday. So they know on Thursday from 3 to 5 o'clock or whatever, they have a therapy session with their therapist. So they know that it's that time is that somebody will listen to their bullshit, right? To listen to their problems. That I think could be beneficial because they know that they're going to go to this therapy session and that person is supposedly supposed to listen to your problems, right?
Hey, but that's kind of an issue though, because if you have to have somebody listen to your problems, that means that you can't figure them out by yourself. That's weird.
Right. That is weird. I agree. But and I also agree with that if that person doesn't know or probably hasn't gone through the same problems that you have. Like if you have a problem with heroin, for example, that therapist probably never has done heroin in their life. So they know like what should happen, but they don't know your ins and outs of your life or that, you know what I'm saying? So
they're giving you protocol for like what is the norm for that. But like you said, how would they know? They've never been through that, or how would they know if they've never done it? So you can't speak on something you've never been through. You're just talking about maybe what somebody else has been through. It's like, oh no, that's crap.
Yeah, sure. But that's what I'm again, I mean, I don't know if see, that's where it gets tricky because I'm not a therapist, but I think a therapist would be something kind of beneficial in that way. But if it's going to solve your problems, I don't know. You hear these stories that people going to therapy for like 10, 15 years. So you know that it doesn't really solve the problem.
Here's a perfect example, dude.
Yeah.
People that go to AA.
Yeah.
It's not a cure, bro. It's up to you. You just go to that because you like the camaraderie and maybe you like to talk about your issue. It's like if you really want to quit, you'll just quit, dude. What do you need to keep going to some meeting for to stay up on and reevaluating yourself to see if like you're a better person or I don't know. That's just weird to me, bro. I'm just saying. Like
Is
anything
it?
if
Yeah.
uh,
No. Is AA assigned to you by law, or is that just, or is it voluntary?
I think it's voluntary unless like you get in trouble and then you gotta go take classes or something. But like my neighbor, he's like you could tell that like he has issues, like not like that. He's a super nice guy, but you could
Yeah.
tell that he just the way he conducts himself and the way he acts, you could tell he did drugs before and he was alcoholic. And
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, but like you got if you had something that motivates you, like you work out every day and then you start working out or whatever, and then you feel like shit because you drink every day. Well, then you're not gonna keep drinking every day if you're gonna
Sure.
continue working out because you're not gonna feel the benefit and you don't want to feel like that. And it's like most of these people, like, how is that benefiting you going and sitting in a circle telling your story or talking about your problems when you know you have problems? Why don't you just sit about it, think about it, and work it out? That doesn't make sense to me, dude.
Yeah, I always wondered how many AA meetings you have to go to. Like, for example, I think the first one would be enough because you know you're talking about, yeah, I'm an alcoholic. I drink from 8 to 5. Like, so then you go back on Friday, for example, to another AA meeting. Like, what, you're gonna repeat the same shit, or like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna say like, hey, I drink from 8 to 7 at night. 8 in the morning to 7 at night, all day, every day drinking. You're not gonna say the same bullshit every time, or
Hell
maybe you
no.
do. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, maybe you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea what goes on in these meetings. I mean, like you made a good point. I mean, why would you sit in a circle telling you your problems? I mean, how many problems could you have by the time that you're like, if you have every Wednesday an AA meeting, what would be the fucking difference between the first AA meeting and the second AA meeting?
Well, it's
You
almost
know?
like you're going over the problem to continue to have the problem almost.
Right. I mean, if there was a solution to that, there would be like, okay, for me, I don't know, right? But I think like you made a good point. If that dude's working out, right, that's a healthy alternative, and it's actually a good thing to do because it's kind of addictive to be working out, right? You can get into, if you have an addictive personality, you can get really into it, and then your mind wouldn't even be on drinking. You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
So then that if he has to go to an AA meeting or she has to go to an AA meeting, the next meeting wouldn't be telling you that, hey, I'm an alcoholic anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, you want to hear the truth, man? I had like, man, I had a dipping problem for a long time. I
Yeah.
used to dip, and I just recently quit that shit, dude. Just cold turkey.
Sometimes that's the best,
No,
hard to
it's
do.
not that. It's not
Yeah.
that. But I'm saying the only time I ever quit when I was younger was
Yeah.
when I would go overseas to play, and
Yeah.
that one time they don't sell that shit in Germany, so I totally had to quit, and I was quit for
Yeah.
like 6 months, but then I picked up that habit when I came back. It's not
Yeah.
like I had a dip in all the time. It was just like
Sure.
it was just a bad habit that I picked up from like gaming and stuff back in the day when I used to live at Daniels and all that. Whatever. I've never took 4 days off ever, dude. And I'm on my fourth day and I'm not even tripping on it, dude. It's just weird. I'm
Yeah.
like, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's no. So that's what I'm thinking. I mean, are these addictions actual addictions? Now, this,
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
like a habit.
That's what I think. I think it's more of a habit, and then you get into it so much that it's a habit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
hell yeah. No, it's an
I
addiction, but it's more of a habit that comes with the addiction. So it's like it is addictive, but it's
yeah,
like that the habit makes it worse and harder to quit. So it's like if you can get out of that habit and replace
yeah,
it with something, the
yeah.
addiction becomes less and less and you can quit it easier. I don't know. I
Th-
just over that shit, bro.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
tired of spending $10 a day, dude, on
Well,
something.
yeah.
Let's fuck that, dude. Over
Well,
that.
like for example, right? And this is, correct me if I'm wrong, but I had a friend who had to get Starbucks every day, right? and then in university, and he would say like, "Oh, I can't function if I don't have my Starbucks," and it's like that's bullshit, bro, because you're functioning now. And he's like, "Well, I need a Starbucks every morning." I said, "What?" And then I told him, why don't you just try it? Like, stop." He stopped. Like he didn't like it was addictive, like you said, but it was more like he was so used to that every day at 8 o'clock he went to Starbucks and bought a coffee. Do you know what I mean? And then one day he had a test or something and he missed that, right? So the first day was the hardest because he said, like, oh shit, I need my coffee because you know what I mean? He had an exam or some shit. But then by the third day, he was like, dude, I don't even miss Starbucks. I don't need it. I think he just broke the cycle of his habit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then you can replace it with a different habit, just make it more beneficial, not a bad
Yeah.
habit.
Yeah. So he started taking like golf lessons.
Well, it's funny because me and my mom made a bet a long time ago, and she wanted me to quit dipping and all this shit, and I told her, cool, no problem. Or maybe it was smoking weed at the time. I was like, cool, I could do that. I quit. She never quit.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell is that, dude? And it's
Yeah.
coffee's super addicting, you know.
Yeah. I know.
So I don't know. So I don't drink coffee, but I don't like uppers anyways. So
Well, I don't drink coffee. I mean, if I'm having like a breakfast brunch, I'll have coffee. But other than that, I don't really drink. I don't really fuck with coffee. Like I like tea. I like tea better, and I like
tea's
loose
the way
leaf
to
tea.
go.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
loose leaf tea because then you can actually brew it to your liking better. You know, and it's not processed like instant coffee.
No, you're right. That's the way to go for sure. Tea's 10 times better than coffee. Fuck coffee.
Dude, bro, I don't like coffee.
It's like, what do
I
you?
like,
I don't need
yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, dude. I like brewing white tea or green tea, like loose leaf. It's pretty
Yeah,
bob. I like that.
you should be doing
I,
like elderberry and stuff like that.
I know. I like it, but I don't like the taste. But I should override the taste and just drink it for the benefits. I know, but
No, just add something else so the taste isn't there. Whether it's you add a different herb, or you add honey, or you add something else. Just add
that's
something else
true.
so you get that. You know. That's all.
That's a good point because, dude, we have good honey, bro. I get homemade honey from actual bees from our, like, not neighbors, but neighbors.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she's like a beekeeper, and they have bees, and they have homemade honey, man. It's legit.
Oh, you can't beat that.
No, you can't beat that, bro.
No, hell
Dude,
no.
nah. Well, anyway, hey, before we get into it, yeah,
Sure.
I know we're gonna switch topics, but like, I wanted to talk to you about it because I was thinking about that the conversation that we had on Wednesday, right? And I was thinking about it, and I was having a. I wanted to ask you, right? I wanted to because you talk about, or you usually referred me to Bill Cooper a lot, right?
Hmm.
And no problem, it's not a problem. But I wanted to, I haven't had a chance to ask you. I was thinking about it. I was like, so what was first of all, I have my opinion on Bill Cooper, but before I get into my opinion, I wanted your opinion on it. Is what? How did you first hear of Bill Cooper, and what made you continuing to learn from Bill Cooper? What was? How did you? You know, how did you get into it?
I think back then when I was looking at like all the alien stuff and all this, I used to watch these stories of guys that supposedly work for the government and blah blah blah. And I would cruise over his stuff, and I was like, and I'd listen to all these other guys, and I'd be like, huh, that's weird. So for some reason, someday I reverted back to him, and I started listening to him, and I was like, holy shit, dude, this guy's telling the fucking truth. So I started looking the stuff up. I started looking the laws up. I started looking up the IRS like handbook stuff like that, like what he would tell you, and it was all there, dude. And then I got like in trouble for having my dogs off leash, and they were trying to give me like a misdemeanor and blah blah blah. It's not even a law, dude. So he taught me like about laws and ordinances and what the difference are. And as soon as I learned all that, I was like, hey, this guy's telling the truth. And like I just didn't believe what he said. If it was too crazy, I look it up. And sure enough, it was there, dude. And that's when I started realizing this guy's telling the truth. And most people that say that he's not, or are skeptical of him, like I understand you could be skeptical,
Yeah.
but you got to do the research. So you can't just be like, oh, that guy's lying, and then not look up anything that he said when he gives you the information. So I mean,
Right.
that's really how it came about for me.
Yeah. Well, and so that's really interesting because I have my opinion of him because I'm new to him, right? I've heard of him, but I wasn't really watching any of his videos or looking up into the information. So, of course, like any other researcher or somebody, because I'm really interested in learning new facts, right, Drew? So, I have a healthy skepticism of him, not him himself, but of the information, right? Not that I don't believe him, but or things like that, but I don't know enough about the things that he's like this. The context of what he's presenting in his videos, I have a disconnect, which I'll talk about that in a little bit, right? But I'm skeptical of him because he doesn't know everything. I don't know everything, so he had to do his research, of course, right? So I have a question about where he got his research. That's all, and where he gets his information from, where his source is. But I don't want to be dismissive of him because like you just said, like, you can't just say he's talking bullshit or rubbish just because you don't want to do your own research. Like, and I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about because we had that interesting conversation on Wednesday and it was great. That video about the astrology that we were talking about, right? That we were talking about we're going into the age of Aquarius and so on. And where I didn't understand, and help me, Drew, yeah, because I didn't get the connection, and the connection I didn't get was I didn't understand that what he was talking about is something that somebody would think that that's evil. I didn't understand that. Like, somebody could be believing in that astrology stuff and not be an evil person. I didn't make that connection. So that's
Right.
why I didn't
Right.
like that's yeah.
Right. But the problem is, and that's what I've learned too, and that's when I was shocked, is you got to do your own research and decipher from what is right and what is wrong. And if you don't do that, that's on you, dude. That's that's your problem. You don't care to know that. You don't care to look up the history and what's been going on. And I'm not saying you in particular, but I'm just talking to people in general.
Yeah.
That's their fault. Just like if you don't know the law, that's not my problem. It's like they don't care. If they arrest you and you don't know what's going on, you don't know your rights, then that's on you, dude. Nobody's gonna baby you and fucking carry you through anything, especially when you're given the gifts and the knowledge to look upon it yourself. And if you choose not to do that, that's why I get upset, bro, at all these people. You choose not to do that, and you want to think something of me because of what I told you. It's like you're just as ignorant or stupid as the next person. And I'm not even talking to you. I'm talking like family members that I've told like this kind of stuff, and they don't want to look up. Oh, that's not true. And it's like, whatever, dude. You're talking about that, but you're not even looking it up. And it's like, you can have your opinion. I'm not going to be upset, but from the other aspect, like you're being ignorant and retarded because you're not looking it up. Therefore, if you did look it up, we wouldn't be arguing about this, and there wouldn't be an issue.
Right. I think that's where the issue comes with, right? Because like I am not dismissive of it, right? Like I can't just say I could say it, yeah. I could just say that he's talking rubbish, right? But that would be ignorant on my part to say that he's talking rubbish. If I say, because it's not on, I have to prove him wrong. You know what I mean? The onus is on me. Like if I was listening to Bill Cooper, and I said that he's talking rubbish, I would have to prove that what he claims in his video is wrong. I would have to come with that, right? I can't just dismiss it, right? I could just say it's wrong. He's talking rubbish.
In that research, though, trying to dismiss him, you're gonna find out he's telling the truth. That's
right.
the problem.
That's the problem, right? So you can't just say that and not do the research, because that makes you look silly. Like you just said, I agree with that. I agree with that completely. I also agree completely with, like, if you're driving, let's say you're driving in France and you get pulled over by a police officer and they said you're speeding, and you're like, I didn't know the rules. That fuck you, dude. You were you broke the law, whatever that law was. That's on you. That's your problem. You still broke the law. Yeah. So for sure, you can't just be ignorant and live. I mean, you can. I hope you can do whatever you want. But for me, to be living blissfully ignorant doesn't dismiss the fact that reality is going on around you, right? Because it was a perfect quote. You could dismiss reality. You can, but reality doesn't dismiss you. Like, you choose that. You could live in ignorance, but that's a silly way to live.
They don't care if you get arrested and fucking you said I didn't know. They're gonna laugh at you. What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they're gonna laugh, bro. They're gonna be like, "You're a fucking idiot, dude. We don't care. Go hire a lawyer."
Yeah, well, dude, do you remember that guy, that American guy? He went to North Korea and I don't know, he like, yeah, like what the fuck, bro? Like,
and then they fucking like, and then what did they do? They tortured that fool and he came back like a vegetable, straight up.
And then he died. But that's unfortunate that he died. I'm not saying.
But he should. I was just talking to someone yesterday. You don't. That's what. Okay, so I used to have arguments on the plane with people from other countries because they'd be talking shit on Americans, and I'd chime in like, "Hey, what are you talking about, dude? I'm an American," and it's like, I don't think like that. Why are you putting me in the generalization of everybody else when I'm not even that type of person? And then at the end of the flight, we're friends and shaking hands and being cool at the end. And they're like, "You're right. We didn't know Americans were like that. We didn't know they're cool and blah, blah, blah." It's like, yeah, well, stop listening to all the bullshit. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
I'm just saying.
Well, like, going back to that guy, right? Going back to that guy really quickly, right? It's like, he was like he first of all, he's in a different country, right? And again, I'm unfortunate for his family and condolences that he died and so on. But it's not like if you go to a hotel in the US and it's illegal to steal some picture in a hotel lobby, how in your mind, where does the disconnect? Why would you think that you could go to a different country, go to a hotel and steal a picture from that hotel lobby and think that wasn't against the law? Like,
because that's what most Americans think. They think they can go to another country and it's the same over there. It's like, I've never ever look. It's not even that, bro. It's like, you got to be respectful to the culture of other people. Even if you don't like agree with it,
yeah,
you're still living in another country, dude. You got to be respectful. That's why I've never got in trouble. And I'm not the most like, I don't know. I'm not a nerdy fucking gonna do whatever everybody says. Like, I still get some shit, but I'm not a fucking disrespectful piece of shit. I'm still gonna respect the country that I go to. Why would I disrespect that country when they're offering me that position or like giving me the opportunity to go there, and then I'm gonna go over there and steal a painting and disrespect like their cult? Like, dude, that just, or whatever, or fuck with something. Like, I'm not like that anyways, dude. So
yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, there was 2 or 3 years ago, some Germans came to Prague and they vandalized Charles Bridge, right, with graffiti.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, that's completely stupid. And they took him to court in the Czech Republic, right? And they went to court and they said, well, we didn't know that you couldn't vandalize or you couldn't spray paint the Charles Bridge. And it's like, but then like, you see what I'm saying? That ignorance is like,
you can't spray paint anywhere.
Yeah, it's vandalism. It's illegal in Germany to spray paint. Why would it be legal in the Czech Republic? Like, that's what I don't understand. You know what I mean?
What happened to those guys though?
Well, they had to pay a fine. They had to pay they were supposed to go to jail for 5 years, but they said, well, no, look, well, instead of going to jail here in 5 years, we don't need you. They got banned from like legally entering Czech Republic for like 10 years, and they had to pay a fine. Yeah. So it was pretty hefty. They were going to go to it was because the Charles Bridge is a UNESCO monument. You know what I mean? It's protected. So they you know what I mean?
I'm not even thinking that anyways, though. I never even thought of that going anywhere. So it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, why would it be legal? Like you would like they were from Berlin, right? And it's like, would you do that in Berlin? Or they're like, no, we wouldn't do it in Berlin. Why would you think that would be okay in the Czech Republic or in a different country? That's what
whack.
It's whack. Yeah, it's weird. You know,
it's not like, cool. Actually,
it's not cool. Like you know, we were in the Prague metro station one time, and what happened was there were these tourists, and the tourists came from Italy, and in Italy you have to pay for tickets, and you know, and then they got stopped by the ticket inspectors, and the ticket inspector said like, hey, where's your ticket? And what happened is that the people and what was happening, right, is another situation. What happened was there's this Italian tourist that took like the metro in Prague, right? And I was just kind of like walking by, and I saw the ticket inspector stop them, right? Mm-hmm. And I've been to Italy. I've been to Milan, and I've taken the metro or the subway in Milan, and you have to pay for it, right? And the Italians were speaking English to the ticket inspector, and we're like, well, we're from Italy. And the guy's like stone-faced, like, yeah, who gives a fuck? You're from Italy. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he was like, and so he's like, so what? You don't pay for the metro in Italy? The ticket inspector asked this, right? And the guy and the lady and the woman was like, yeah, we pay for the metro station. And the guy said, well, where are you now? And the lady was like, in a metro station. So you got to pay. Here's your ticket.
Not having it at all.
No, dude, that guy was so mad. Like, what the fuck? The guy was like, dude,
dude, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
I never paid for a ticket in Germany the whole 6 months I was there, if not longer.
Dude.
Not once. When it went out, I didn't pay. No, hell no.
Hell nah.
Well, why? I was only going like I paid for my ticket when I went to Bamberg to play.
Yeah.
But to go downtown like 10 minutes to go to the fucking to the gym in downtown Nuremberg. Nah, I ain't paid nothing.
Yeah, usually you can get away with it too, you know.
You can't, but not. Don't get me wrong, fool. I fucking had them. They were close, dude. There was a couple times where like they were checking shit and the exit came, and I just got off right there and then got back on.
You want to hear something funny too? So
what?
I paid for a ticket one time, and one of my buddies, it was when in 2013, 2014, right? And we were getting off at the metro station. I had my ticket. That was cool. You know, I was chilling, right? And he didn't have his ticket. He's like, oh, fuck it. I won't pay for it. I was like, okay, fuck it. So what am I, his like guardian and shit? So I was like, all right, go. And then the exit that we wanted to exit, the stop, right? There were ticket inspectors, right? Getting onto the train, our train.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, on the platform, right? And the dude was like, oh, shit. That guy, they're checking tickets. So he got on a tram, and luckily the train on the other side of the platform was there at the same time. So he ran, dude, into the other train. I was like, where are you going, bro? It was like, see you. And he was like, okay, see you. And I don't know, he went 2 stops the other direction, and I got up, and he met me by walking, bro. He walked from there.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't pay. I know that for a fact.
A lot of people don't. Yeah, for sure.
Why? Why would you? They don't even check all the time. And when they do,
it's like you could just get off at the next exit or like walk back more departments or more
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, dude? And you just get off, dude. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Or the other classic one is, oh, I just moved here and I speak English. I don't know. I'm sorry.
That usually works, to be honest.
I know that. And they'll be like, all right, next time. And if you
Yeah.
see him again, they'll get you. But if you don't see him again,
Yeah.
then you just got a free pass.
Yeah,
Just saying.
that was like in Italy. The guard was talking to me. I started speaking Czech to him, and he was like,
He's like, we're not gonna fuck with this guy.
Yeah, I was like, don't fuck with me. I just walked away.
Well, dude, you don't remember when those two chicks got in a fight and my passport was expired?
No,
When I was in Italy?
No.
Oh yeah, the girl that I met that was she was pretty hot or whatever. Like
Yeah,
the girl that introduced me to her, they get in
Yeah.
a fight at the end of the night. I'm talking a fight. Like there's
Yeah.
blood everywhere. They fight in
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah.
And like 10 fucking 15 like Italian cops come and they're laughing and shit and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, what's up with you? And like they're asking me for like this and that and I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm an American, and they were laughing at me for that shit. And that was it. They never checked my passport. I was like a couple months I shouldn't have been there. Let's just say that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. They probably just let you go. Like, you know, they were like, okay, don't get involved in any of this, you know?
No, yeah, and I wasn't. I was,
Yeah.
dude. I helped clean up the girl that was all bloody and stuff, like the girl that I ended up hooking up with.
Dude, what did she got? She got in a fight with Mike Tyson, or what the fuck, dude?
Fuck no, that girl was 10 times bigger than her though.
Dude,
That was the girl but I couldn't introduce. I don't know, but she introduced. I couldn't get mad because she introduced me to the girl that I met, and my homie. Well, he's not my homie. The guy that I played with in Germany, he was a goalie. He got at some girl.
You told me about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know it ended up in a fight though, bro.
Dude, ended up in a brawl in the street in Milan. Straight up. That's what I'm saying, dude. They're fighting. I'm like, hey, I told him, hey, knock it off. But then I was like, hey, you guys get it out of the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna eat in this shit. That's between you two.
Yeah, you'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm out. I'm gonna get a pizza.
No, I wouldn't do that. But
I know, but
man,
I'm about
like,
to bounce.
No, yes and no. It's like, hey, they got a problem. You guys work it out, fight it out. I don't care. It'd be the same for me. I don't want nobody jumping in. You jump in if you want to stop it, but other than that, it's like I wasn't even trying to stop it. That wasn't my position or place. I didn't even know him that well, dude. How am I gonna hop in like that? That's weird.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, if she was getting her ass beat, like, of course, I'm gonna stop whoever's doing that. But that was an issue. They were just scrapping it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was crazy, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Downtown Milan.
Downtown Milan, yo.
Yeah.
This guy.
Go lay down. I'm swearing, fool. Downtown Milan, dude.
Dude, what are you getting into a brawl in downtown Milan, bro?
I wasn't getting into nothing, fool. I told you. Hey, that night was crazy, dude. That night was so crazy. We went to the club that my buddy got kicked out twice and fucking. That shit was crazy, dude.
Dude, because I know downtown Milan, bro. Yo. Dude, if I saw that happening, dude, I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna be honest, dude. I would have bounced, dude. I would have been like, dude, I had enough of this shit. I'm gonna get a bottle of wine.
No way, dude. That girl was so hot, dude. I was there for her. No way.
No, but for the girl that was so hot, yeah. But I mean, if they were getting in a brawl, I'd go to the supermarket, get a bottle of wine, and then just watch it, dude. You know what I'm saying, man?
I couldn't. It was at the end of the night. We were coming back from the club.
Yeah.
We even went to the hookah lounge before that.
Yeah.
Dude, I got so fucked up that night. That shit was crazy, dude.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
It was fucking wild, dude. People are wild, man.
Dude, I think we got fucked up in Milan too, dude. I think
So
so.
you and your lady or what?
No. It was before I met her. It was like this girl. She stayed with us, like couch surfing, you know.
Yeah.
So I said, so can I? So I asked her, can I do it back? And she's like, yeah, come. So I went to Milan, and we went to Milan together. And dude, I don't know. It started innocent. You know what I mean? It's like it started with one bottle of beer, then it ends up with like 7 bottles of wine, and I don't know what the fuck we're doing. You know what I mean?
Whoa, you got that fucked up or what?
Yeah, man. I don't remember what we did, and all of a sudden we're in a train, and then we were like at our artists' friends club, and we were like, dude, I was like DJing with their friends, and dude, it was wild, bro.
It sounds like a good time. What the hell?
It was a good time, dude. I was like DJing, and it was like back in her like, because she didn't live in Milan. We went back to her like village or whatever, and then there was like a club, and I was DJing at the club, and then I was like, and then like after the DJ, he was like, dude, you're kind of good DJ. I was like, oh yeah, but all right. So he took me back to the backstage, and like he was like recording an album, and I was like in his album studio, dude. It was pretty cool, man.
Man,
Yeah.
Italy's. I like Italy. I would live in Italy. I would.
Italy is cool for sure. I would live in Italy too.
I would say that's the place I would live probably closest to. That's I realized that when I was there. I was like, hey, this place is like California. What the fuck?
It really is, right? To be honest.
The weather, everything. The people are cool.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
I don't remember where I stayed though. I was like 20 minutes from Milan. We stayed at that Airbnb or whatever, and that shit was like, you take the tram like 20 minutes and you were downtown.
Yeah.
That shit was
Yeah.
gnarly, bro.
Dude, it was. She lived like 20 minutes away too, and we took like this. It was like a train, but like a tram at the same time. It was like an express train. It was like her
It's not a
village.
train. It's a train. It's a tram. You're right. It's small. It's not big.
Yeah, it's like a special thing, and she was like she lived like 20 minutes away, but like it was like express. We didn't stop everywhere. It was just like there, and then we were in downtown. It was cool.
I had the best ricotta. I think it is there.
What's that?
The cheese and rice or whatever.
Oh, risotto.
Or risotto. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, dude, risotto's legit. Bro.
I never liked that shit, and I had it there.
It was the best I've ever fucking had in my whole life. I was like, oh shit, this is how it's supposed to be.
Well, yeah, exactly, man. Dude, like that's what I'm saying. Like you go over here and you find out how things are supposed to be, and it's like, dude, it's mind blowing, man.
Hey, is that fucked up though? The guy
What?
that I went out. Okay, so the guy I went with, the goalie,
Yeah.
I talked him into going because I told him, hey, bro, I'm gonna go if you don't go or not. And I don't care. I fucking do my thing. So like I'll go by myself and I'll travel everywhere if I need be or whatever. And so he finally tells me at the last minute, like, let's go. So I'm like, all right, so let's go. So we get Airbnb or whatever. And that fool fucking, I don't know, dude. That fool was just kind of weird, man. He fucked everything. I told you he fucked everything up, and he went home early. He didn't even spend the night that night. He went home because he fucked all that up with that girl.
Yeah. So
he met her. He met her first though. Yeah. I wouldn't even. That's the thing that sucks. I wouldn't even have met that girl and hung out with her later and done all that if it wasn't for him, because he met that girl, and then I was third wheel at the time. Sure. And then it turned into me getting with like her friend and her sister or whatever, or like trying to get with her sister. I'm just saying, hanging out with them. Yeah. It's crazy. Just crazy, dude.
So he left, and then it was just like you. So he like left the whole situation, or what?
He started crying, dude, at the end of the night. Yeah, because they got in a fight for some reason. He got kicked out of the club twice, and they knew the security guard. And you know how I am. So I didn't get crazy. For some reason, I was like, I'm just gonna chill. Like, I don't need to fucking. This fool's acting like a retard. Because, okay, so the girls slipped into fucking. They didn't slip in. They knew the fucking security or whatever, and they got into VIP. And then one girl's like, I'll be right back. The girl that I was hooking up with, or the girl that I knew, she was like, I'll be right back. Like, and she, dude, you seen picture of that girl? That girl was fucking fine, dude.
Yeah, she was hot.
She was from, where was she from? Morocco or something?
Yeah,
Morocco, and lived in Italy. Whatever.
And she said, I'll be back. And she might have been back, but this fool was he was like this. He was so impatient that he was ruining any opportunity that was going to come in the meantime. So
Right.
this fool so we go to the bar and she might have come back to check and see if we were there and maybe we left or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
And fucking he's getting all upset and we try to slip in and I almost made it into the VIP. I slipped by but I was cool. Like the guy grabbed me and I was like in that goofy mode. So I was like, hey man, it's cool. Like I'm not tripping. I just almost made it, and the guy laughed and shit. This fool is getting in like an argument with the security guard, throws water in his face. My buddy throws water in the security guard's face. That fool grabs that fool, throws him outside. They're about to get in a big old scrap. And I'm like, I'm not going to help this fool out. Like I normally would help any of my buddies out, but not if you started that shit and acting like that.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
Yeah.
He gets thrown out, comes back in like half an hour later. I have no idea. So I'm drinking by myself. I hit this guy up in the bathroom.
Yeah.
That told on my buddy because he came back in again and then he was hitting up the security guard for his phone. I guess the security guard jacked his phone. They throw him out again. He doesn't get in again. That's when I hit that guy up. I hit him up the second time because my buddy got thrown out because somebody ratted on him. Somebody said that he came back in or whatever. It was some Italian fool. So I hit that fool up in the bathroom. I don't know why I did that. I was just drunk.
Yeah.
And that guy was all scared and like, oh no, it wasn't me, and like blah blah blah. I was like, whatever, dude, fuck you, dude, you're a bitch. And then I thought about it after, like, dude, you're crazy. Why did you do that? I don't know why I did that. I'm in another country trying to fucking hit some guy up in Italy. It was crazy. So then I get out and I'm drinking still. I'm by myself because he's thrown out. I'm at the point where I'm falling over. I'm standing against a wall and I'm starting to tilt over, like fall over. And she comes out because the club's closing. She grabs my hand and we walk outside to the front. And then that fool rolls up, dude. And this fool, I'm like, what the hell? And he's like, yeah, man, they fucking jacked my phone. They threw me out again and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. I'm just thinking in my head, like, this fool's crazy.
Yeah.
I ended up going home with her. And that's when those two got in a fight. The taller girl that my homie was hanging out with and then introduced me to her friend who, like, her friend's sister came out with us and all that. So, like, that's what happened. And then when at the end of the night, they're mad at him or like that girl's mad because she's like, hey, that's our friend, the security guard. And they're like, you fucked up. Like, why are you acting like that? And like being an idiot and shit. And they didn't like him after that. So that fool's like, he's crying, asking me for the keys to the apartment. And I'm like, oh no, that's not a good idea. Cause I had him. Yeah. He's like, come on, man. I'm going home. He's like, this is fucked up. And this fool's crying and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, I felt bad. So I was like, all right, man, here. So I gave him to him and I just did my thing. And then when I woke up I ended up, getting down with that girl and fucking having a good night. Yeah. And then it gets better though. I wake up to like, where you drink all night and like you drink a lot and then you wake up and like you're still buzzing. You're like, oh shit. Like you have like that kind of like that, like, what is it? It's like, you're not all there. You're not all there, dude. I'm just going to say that.
Yeah. You're not drunk, but you're not sick at the same time. You're just kind of,
no, but you're cruising, you're fading,
Yeah.
So I asked some random dude at the corner, like, hey, bro, where am I at, dude? And I'm like, how do I get to the train station? And he shows me on his iPad back in the day, like when everybody had like the iPad
and shit.
Yeah. He was walking around with it. He's like, here you go here. And I'm like, okay, I go straight from here. So I just went straight up the street and I made it to the train and I'm fucking on it. And or it's a tram. I'm sorry. It's not a train. It's a tram.
Yeah.
And I'm falling asleep. It's like you're so fucked up to where you're nodding out when you're, like you're just like nodding out, in and out. And I get there.
But you're like hyper focused and shit.
Yeah, you're trying to, but you're just so like when we flew to Czech Republic, dude. We were falling asleep in the fucking, you know what I'm saying? In the in the airports and stuff because we're so tired, dude. You're just exhausted. I'm getting back to the place. And I'm fucking knocking on the door, and nobody's answering. And I'm like,
Yeah.
no fucking way, dude. He didn't make it back. He has the keys. I'm like, I'm locked out. So I'm pacing back and forth for like 10 minutes in the hall. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. So I try to open the door. The door's open. This fool's knocked out on the couch. And I was like, oh shit. Hey, I was like,
Dude.
Jack, we gotta get up, bro. We gotta get on
Yeah.
the airplane in like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And this fool fucking woke up and shit. We got all ready and we took off and we made it back home, dude. It was crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
It was crazy, man.
Dude,
And then I
that's
hung out with that girl fucking in Hamburg, which is up north in Germany. I hung out with her
Yeah.
for a whole weekend. Got a
That's
hotel,
nice.
like
Yeah.
had one of the best times of my life. It was good.
Yeah. Wait, from the
Yeah.
same girl from that Moroccan girl from Italy.
Italy. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had something, man. Like
Yeah.
we even talked after, and she was gonna come when I lived in Pomona. I just didn't have the money. She wanted to come over, and I was gonna fly her out. And like,
Yeah.
you kind of do. Like, I know she cared for me because of the last night I bought her roses and I fucking gave them to her. I'll never forget the way she looked at me. It was like she like got all like blushing and shit. Like she cared,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
She liked me.
She appreciated
Dude,
it
bro.
too, you know?
There were guys hitting on her at that hotel in Hamburg. It was like
Yeah.
a 5-star hotel. I didn't spend any money, dude. No money the whole time I was playing. Nothing. I just saved
Yeah.
money, dude. So I spent a couple grand like before I left. Not on the hotel, just like in general, like traveling and like doing what I wanted, going to see you. We went
Yeah.
out, doing all that
Yeah.
stuff, like just
whatever
enjoying
you wanna do.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I didn't do shit for 6 months. I was just training and playing and fucking walking to the grocery store, buying food and working out every day. It's cool. That's what you gotta do. But I'm just saying,
But yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. So she wanted. I didn't have the time, or I didn't have the money, and I was in Pomona, and I was just starting to do what I do, and I couldn't fly her over. It just didn't work out. And she's so pretty. It was like, oh my god, I would have gotten probably so many fights in LA or whatever over her, or like probably not, but like. That shit would have been horrible, dude. I don't know. And like, she doesn't speak English, so I
Yeah.
was gonna have to talk to her. That dude, I didn't even tell you the best part. We Google translated the whole time.
Now that's pretty legit, though.
Well, that's pretty gangster. That means that fucking.
Yeah, that is gangster.
Well, I don't know.
Wait,
Yes.
so she's from Morocco, or she's Moroccan. She's from Morocco,
Yeah,
and she spoke Italian, or
she lived in
Arabic.
Italy for a long time. Her and her
Yeah.
sister. She has
so
she has 3 sisters. The other one's in Italy somewhere else, married, has kids. Dude, they're all beautiful. Well, I don't know about the youngest one, but
yeah.
her sister is even prettier than her. She was like Miss something back in the day or something. Like, dude, they're fucking bomb. Like,
That's legit, though. I mean, so
I don't
she's
even care about that, but
Yeah, I
she was
know,
just
but
cool.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like she spoke Arabic and then she spoke Italian.
She did. She lived in
Yeah.
Italy for a long time.
So then she spoke Italian into Google Translate, and then it translated to English, and you spoke in English and it translated to Italian or something like that.
Right, but I'm gonna tell you, she was like this. She
Yeah.
knew a lot of the national team players for Italy at that time.
Right.
That's how hot she was. And I'm not gonna throw her whole name out there. I'll just say her
No,
first name.
no names. Yeah.
No, her first
Yeah.
name. Well,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people named Sabrina, but that was
Yeah,
her name.
sure.
But I'm not gonna throw
Yeah.
her last name
No.
out there.
No,
all.
don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean security, you know what I mean?
No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying I wouldn't do
Yeah.
that anyway. I'm not like that. So,
But yeah, so I mean,
but if she ever hears this, fucking, I don't want to say it, but like, yeah, I love that girl for sure. We had something special. Let's just leave it at that.
nice. And she knows how to scrap, I guess. Or she didn't get enough.
She was just down, I guess. I was surprised she got down with that big girl. I was like, oh, she's not that, but I mean, like,
Yeah. Big.
taller.
Yeah. Taller,
she's
yeah.
taller. Yeah, dude, no joke.
Yeah.
like,
Was that
oh,
other
wow.
girl that was she getting down with? Was she Italian or just some other random girl?
No, it was an Italian girl that my buddy Jack met at the place.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met her
Yeah.
if it wasn't for my buddy Jack meeting that
Right.
girl.
Right,
Crazy.
now, yeah, that's crazy. Now that's a
Hey, but
coincidence. Yeah,
what or was it meant to be?
that might have been. That's you know what they call that? That's called serendipity. You know what I mean? Where these things are meant to be, man. Hey,
It was weird how it happened. I'll just say
well, you know
because
what? Yeah,
you know how you know you're jealous. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like you
yeah,
know you're jealous of your buddy if he meets some girl and you're asked out and there's nobody else. And it's like that's fine.
right.
I kept it so cool.
Yeah,
And then and she was like, "Hey, I got a friend for you." I was
yeah,
like, "Oh, all right." So when we go back, and as soon as she walked out, we waited outside for like it was like a movie, dude. We're like chilling outside for like 20, 25 minutes, maybe 30 max, like in Milan, in like the brick streets and all that. We're just kicking
yep,
it against the wall. And
yeah,
we're like talking like, "Hey man, we're gonna bounce. They're taking way too long, blah blah blah." I'm gonna wait, dude. Like we got nothing to lose. What are we gonna do? Like
yeah.
we don't even know where we're at right now. So like let's just chill. We're a little bit from downtown
Sure.
square or whatever.
Yeah,
And she walks out, and I was like, "Oh my god,
yeah,
I'm gonna get that one, dude." I'm just thinking
yeah.
in my head, and I think I said something maybe like, "I'm gonna get that one." Sure enough, I did, man. I really
There you
did.
go, man. There you go, man. Yeah, well, I
I
mean,
usually get what I want, like not like that, but like
yeah. Well,
no,
I mean, what have you got to lose? I mean, you're in Milan. You're on vacation, more or less.
man, dude. I was
Yeah,
been blessed, dude.
dude.
I'm not gonna say anything else. That's
I mean, that's pretty good. Or like I said, serendipity, man. You know, it was meant to be, man. You know, that's what I
well.
think. I agree with that. If you're in the right time, the right place, and you're creating opportunities for yourself, good things will happen, man.
What about fucking? I mean, well, we've been on for a while, but I was gonna say, what about the time we went to? I saw you in Prague. I came out
Yeah,
on the bus and I visited you in Prague, and we got that hotel and all that. We went out, and then what about that girl that fucking all those guys were trying to get at, that Asian girl, and then she came over to us. What
yeah,
about that?
man.
I'm
Dude, that
just
was pretty
saying.
cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, that was pretty. Like I said, that was pretty like a coincidence, kind of, because we were just kind of because we went to that bar because I said let's go and have a good time, and we were
That
having a
place was
great time.
tight.
That place was legit. And so I said, let's go downstairs because that place was popping, bro. You can't say nothing
Yes.
about that place was awesome. The second place we went to, it was chill, but it wasn't as cool. But this was, and we're just kind of like chilling. The only thing I didn't like about that place, the only thing is that we couldn't get a drink really, kind of like it was so crowded. But on the other hand, but it was kind of cool. There was like the girl behind me. She was like kind of talking to me, and then those girls came up, and then that was kind of cool, man. Yeah, man. I mean, if you're creating the opportunities, that was a good night, bro.
But remember that Asian girl? Those Asian girls that came over?
Yeah, I remember the Asian girls, man.
Well, I'm just saying that was weird though. She walked all the way over to us, so
Yeah, it
that's
was
what I'm
kind of weird.
saying.
Yeah,
Because all those guys were trying to get at him on the way, all that, and like they came out of nowhere, and
and then they started
it was-
talking to us. Yeah, it was kind of
kinda
weird, but it was weird and cool at the same time. Not that I was like desperate for anything, but it was kind of cool. I was like, okay, they're talking to us. It was fun. And then like I think I don't know. I think one of them or her friend, she suggested that we go to a different club, I think. And then we walked there, or I remember it wasn't that far. That's why I think that was kind of cool because it wasn't that far from James Dean. So we were able to get to the other club kind of close.
that place was
That place was
pretty gnarly.
That place was gnarly, dude. I remember like, dude, we were and shout out to James Dean. That place is called James Dean, bro. And that there was like, dude, it was like what fucking birthday cakes on fire and like, dude, it was popping, bro. That
You
was
could
cool.
barely walk.
Yeah, like you could barely walk,
dude.
and you could barely move. Like I don't know how people were dancing, but it was lit. It was cool. I liked it. I liked that night.
Oh,
And then
we should go back. We should go back there, dude. Eventually.
dude, come out here, man. We'll light that place on fire, bro.
Oh, we should go out. That'd be fun, huh?
That would be fun. That'd be a fun night, especially that
Is it
place.
always like that or what?
Well, I mean, if you go on a Tuesday night, I'm sure it's not, but you know.
When did we go on? Like a Saturday?
Yeah, I think yeah, we went on a Saturday. I would say that place would be popping Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night, to be honest.
Wow, dude.
I mean, I don't even think it's open. Like, I don't think if you go on a Monday night, it would be just maybe in the summer it might be cool. You know, you got the tourists, but I don't think so. Wouldn't have that same vibe. You know, if you're going on a Friday night, you know what I mean?
Oh no, you want to go on the weekend for sure.
For sure. That dude, that place was so popping, dude. There were like local people, local chicks, local people, and tourists. That's what was kind of cool about that place, you know.
Well, the other place we went before that was it was whatever. But remember, people were kind of lame there.
Yeah, it was lame. Like, it was a cool place. Like, that place was kind of cool. I forgot the name. It's a cool place, but it wasn't bouncing. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it was cracking, but no, not like that place at all.
No, not like that place. I think, where did we go? I think it was like was it Bombay where we were trying to get mojitos or something like that?
I don't
remember. But it was cool. It was crowded, but it didn't have I mean, the vibe wasn't there, dude. The vibe at James Dean was, dude, that was lit, man.
It was fun.
That was fun, man.
I had a good time for sure.
For sure, man. That's what I'm saying. This place got all types of things, man. You got to come out here if you get the chance.
I'm going to.
Hey, man. So I'm thinking, what are you thinking? I'm thinking about wrapping it up. What do you think?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So, what are some plans that you got going on, man? What are some things going on? Anything popping? Before we wrap it up.
Today's Sunday for me. I just have indoor game on Wednesday. I'll probably train before that, work out a little bit.
Nice.
I don't know. That's about it. And then work on some business, and that's about it.
Excellent, man. Yeah, I'm about to be honest, I'm about to watch a baseball match.
Are you?
Yeah, man. Live, bro. St. Louis Cardinals versus the New York Yankees.
What the hell? Are you a Yankees fan?
No, I'm not either of those fans, to be honest.
Why the hell? Yeah, are you missing United States or what?
I don't know, man. It's like, because we got some cool sports package and they show baseball live, man. I'm kind of digging baseball all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know. Are you missing the United States or what?
Not really, but the baseball's kind of cool. I don't know, dude.
It's the United States, my friend.
Well, that is the United States, but I do. I would never say this, dude. It's like blasphemy to say this, dude. But the baseball's kind of interesting. At least I like to watch it on TV, man.
There's San Dimas houses all available all over. You know what I mean?
Well, I have to watch San Dimas baseball?
No, I'm saying there's a house so you can move here whenever you want.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but
that'd be crazy, huh? If you did that, you move back here.
That would be crazy, man.
Move back here and take over your parents' old house.
Whoa, that would be kind of cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, dude. I wouldn't even know how to behave, to be honest.
What?
Well, I have so much Czech culture in me, to be honest.
Hey, man, as long as you're not wearing the gay flag or nothing, it's all good.
Well, I'm wearing capris. Does that count as a gay flag?
It's a joke.
I know. I got the joke, bro. Dude, before we wrap this up, dude, I was thinking about, I went to the store, right? Dude, and this guy, he was an older guy, right? And he was outside the store. He had a mullet, right? He had a NASA t-shirt, bro, and
what the heck?
And like plaid capri, like the 3/4, you know?
Yeah.
Sandals with socks, like those Trek sandals, you know, with like quarter socks, and smoking a cig, bro.
No way,
dude, just chilling outside the shop.
He cares about nothing.
No, he didn't give up. He didn't care about anything, man. And I was like, God, this is the Czech Republic, man.
What about the guy? What was the thing during the COVID? The guy like walked his dog and dressed as something else. What did he dress as?
No, he replaced his dog with a stuffed dog, bro. So the cops pulled him over, and they're just like, he was like so drunk, dude. He was like drunk, and they were like, they asked him, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just walking my dog," and the dog was the fake dog, bro.
What'd they say?
They just let him go home. They just said, "Go home."
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, nothing, no tickets, no nothing. Just go home.
Sure, officer, no problem.
Yeah, he was like, "No problem, bro." Dude, and then there was this another story where like this guy, he was so drunk, not in my town, somewhere in Czech Republic, right? There's like he tried to break into a bank, and he broke the glass and walked into the bank, and this is what the story came out was. He used his ATM card. He broke into the bank, but he used his ATM card legally, to withdraw money. And he fell asleep, like hugging the ATM. And the cops came and woke him up, right? And he was like, "Hey, man, what are you doing here?" And the dude, he was like, "Dude, I don't know. I just wanted the money from the ATM." And they just let him go. dude, they let him go, dude, and they bought him breakfast, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man, they bought him breakfast and said, "Just go home, bro."
Oh wow.
Nothing happened. They didn't no vandalism, no breaking and entering, nothing. Just they just bought him breakfast and said, "Hey, go home and sober up, man."
Man, that's cool. You can't be mad at that at all.
You can't be mad at that because they found out that he did actually use the ATM correctly, and and it was on the security cam. He didn't purposely. He did no joke. It's joke, but he didn't like smash it on purpose. He smashed it because he was drunk, bro. He thought the door was open. Oh man, good times, man.
Oh hell yeah,
dude.
What? Hey, dude, Cologne beat Schalke and Manchester United lost to Brighton. That's crazy.
Whoa. Man United lost to Brighton 2-1. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. That's big. That's up Brighton right there, man. That's big
so
time.
Cologne beat Schalke. That's crazy too.
Let's see. Cologne FC.
You don't watch Germany that much. I know you don't, but
no, I don't.
Hey,
Cologne,
you should.
3-1. Oh.
I never did either, but I'm just gonna tell you, you should, dude. That shit's some of the best soccer in the world.
Dude, and they're fourth place from that win, bro.
Huh?
They're fourth place from that win. Let's look at Bayern Munich. They played. Dude, they just smashed somebody 5-1 last week. 6-1. Oh, Bayern Munich's so good, dude.
They are, but it's just a German soccer the way they play, dude. It's weird. Some of the best.
They're technical too, for sure. If
not the best, dude.
Dude, I'm sure I agree with that. That's I think the EPL is best for show. Like they put on a great show. But I think the German soccer has one of the best technical and tactical in the world.
Yeah, that's what it's tactical. Those guys are so fucking smart, dude, and fucking like fast on the game. It's ridiculous, dude. No joke.
For sure, man.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke.
No.
They play some great. They play great. I know they do.
I'm not like a German fan like that, but I'm just saying like their soccer, I respect that shit. That shit's tough to play and
Sure.
it's a trip, dude.
Absolutely, man. So when's the next time we can get together to have another podcast?
What's up, bro? Call you tomorrow or what?
We can. Yeah, we can have another podcast tomorrow, man.
You could do it
I think-
tomorrow.
I was thinking tomorrow we can go and because I'm really interested in another aspect of maybe we can watch another video and have another.
Let's
like,
do that. What do you
I don't
what
know.
would you
Maybe
like
we
to
could
talk about?
we can watch a video about some kind of things about soccer or things about what's going on in the world. Whatever you want, man.
Oh, we could do Bill Cooper too.
We could do a Bill Cooper video. Why not?
Let's do some soccer highlights tomorrow, and then let's do going some other stuff like that. How about that?
That sounds like a good idea, man.
Okay, sounds good. to
All
me.
right. All right, man. So thank you for coming on to the podcast. It was great today. It was a good show. And yeah, man, we'll catch you. Thank you for coming on, and we'll catch everybody. Thank you all for listening. Catch us up on YouTube. This has been another great episode of the State of Emergency podcast. Drew, thank you for coming on again. And yeah, everybody, catch you on another podcast. Hopefully we can do another podcast tomorrow and catch everybody on another time, man. Later.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. Peace.
Later.